Peace, family. I remember hearing Bob Proctor say, when you read a book the second time around, it's not that that thing wasn't in a book, is that something new has been discovered within yourself. So I read this chapter so many times, right? And here this morning, it talks about imagination, right? We often think of creative imagination as applying only to poets, inventors, and the like. But imagination is creative in everything we do. And from that quote, right, I had looked up Einstein, okay, what he said about imagination and knowledge. And I know his Einstein thing was pretty much talking about scientific research. Okay, it's so funny because you know what? When I was in college, I actually was about to fail physics, okay, because of the math part. And I remember the professor I had, he was super cool. Always he smoked the most cigarettes, but he was very, very cool. I liked him, real tall, skinny. Um, he just was super, super cool and not bad looking, okay? Not bad looking on the eyes, okay? All right. And so from me reading this, it led me to looking up Einstein quote when he said that imagination is more important than knowledge. Okay, honey, when you're talking about getting the research on. So, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulate and progress, giving birth to evolution. Now, I know he was talking about it was like a scientific research that he was doing with Newton, looking up the laws of Newton and, things of that nature and the relativity and stuff, right? But one of the things I want to say to you is that when we are operating from our higher faculties, right? And I told you guys the higher faculties before, but let me just say them again, okay? Is will, is reasoning, no, is will, imagination, intuition, perception, memory, and reasoning, okay? And what you have to understand is those higher faculties, they are going to assist you with your desires, okay? With you hitting your goals, okay? Because you can't look out on the outside because everything that shows up on the outside is just a reflection of how you was thinking at that particular time, right? Your consciousness at that particular time. But what you have to understand is that everything starts off on a spiritual realm and then manifests itself into the physical realm. So when you're using your imagination, girl, okay, and you getting excited about your life, okay, like I am, like honey, I'm not even gonna say I'm saying I am, okay, all right, and you picture what it is that you desire, right? First, it starts off on a spiritual, right? For me, it's like I imagine, ooh, what do I want, right? Some of you guys don't even know what you want because you never ask yourself what you want. You too busy focused on what you damn don't want. So that's why what's showing up in your life is showing up. And also because when you go to bed at night, you still focusing on how you don't have enough of this, how your day went and why things not working in your life. Honey, you needs to fix that. Okay. And how do you fix that? Constantly studying. Some of you guys gonna say, I ain't got no time to study. Okay. I gotta get to this bag. But perhaps if you study, your imagination, it will lead you to somewhere else where as though, and your intuition will lead you to a bigger bag. Instead of seeking things outside your existence, how about you go within? You have time for that. Stop making excuses for you not wanting to put the work in because you've been programmed to look at things outside your existence. You've been programmed to, pay attention. Pay attention. You ain't got time to daydream, okay? You've been programmed that way. And I am here to tell you, honey, you deserve it. You are phenomenal. You are amazing. Use your imagination and your intuition and your will and perception. Perception is key. Because let me tell you something. You can always look at something and say, you know what? It appears to be this way, but I can change my perception on this. And you have the ability to do so. Okay? Because you got to understand everything that shows up is always showing up to work for our greater good. And with that being said, I love you guys. And also understand this, right? Because some of you guys like, well, I can't see it. All right, Betty, if you can't see it, let me tell you something. Okay, you may not be able to see it, Betty. But all the times in your past when things occurred, okay, didn't you always come out on top? And if your answer is no, Betty, okay, if your answer is no, then that means that you have decided not to come out on top. But you know what I think, Betty? I think you're lying. Betty, I think you're lying. Okay, honey, tell the truth. Okay, just tell the truth. Let me get back to this good old book. Okay, this good old book. Okay, this good old book. Let me get back to this good old book. Okay, ain't got time to fool with you guys today. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.